What is up, guys? I guess Killer Off-Road Hobbies has taken the next step because this was sent to me to review by GearBest, and there'll be a link in the description below to this this truck if you want to check it out. But we're going to do an unboxing and overview of this truck right now. So let's get into it. So as of the time of this video, this sells for about $72 ready to run. And yeah, so let's get into this thing. So the box came a little worse for wear. Not really a big deal because yeah, it's just a box. So if you guys do remember, I did test out this thing's little brother, I would call it, that being the Dune Thunder, and it didn't get very good marks from me, so I'm really hoping they stepped it up with this guy and made it a little bit better. Boom! Alright, boring stuff first, guys. Alright, so you get your owner's manual, and yeah, it just kind of tells you the truck a little bit, not a whole lot of information, but I don't know, I'll be able to work with it. Hopefully whoever gets this for the kid or whatever knows RCs a little bit. So inside your goodie bubble wrap, I guess, you get a balance plug charger capable of charging the 2S LiPo that comes with this thing, so that's a plus. It's got that. If you're in the it's got the European plug, but if you have a converter like I do, it works. I probably won't even use this. I'll just charge it with my other ones. But that is enough to get you going as long as you have a converter. And then this thing is the same one that comes with the Dune Thunder. It's got your steering trim, throttle trim, off-on switch, your steering reverse switch, and it's got an auxiliary button right here on the side, and we will get into that later. I didn't have any problems with the original one, so I don't foresee any problems with this. No bells and whistles. Moving on to the truck. So this is a 1/12 scale rock racer style little buggy, basically, little truck. It's got an actual spare tire on the rear. It's got the solid rear axle with the telescoping drive shaft. It is independent front suspension, but it's not cantilever, which is a plus. And you can take this body shell off. It does have 6 working LED lights that you plug in to the ESC. And another plus about this little guy is it is a 2-speed transmission in this. You do get a low and a high, and that's what this auxiliary button is for on the side of your transmitter. So they sent me the green one, which is cool. I'm down with that. No problem at all. And here you can see that your actual LEDs, and they have the hookup that you just plug directly into this port right here on the ESC. Just plug it into there and you're good to go. Now this thing does have a 390 size brushed motor with this little heatsink fin on it. Out of the 3 RCs that I got and tested, I was the most happy with the Dune Thunder. It had the most power and it was the most fun out of the box, but it did have a fatal flaw, and I'm hoping they have addressed that on this thing. So as I said, this does come with this nice little 2S LiPo that is a 1500 milliamp hour. Expect to get an okay amount of runtime out of this. I wouldn't expect a whole lot, but you should get a decent amount of runtime. Maybe 12 to 15 minutes tops, I would say. Alrighty, so now going back to the truck, it looks a lot better than the Dune Thunder. I'll say that right now. The way the chassis is set up and everything, I really, really appreciate how they kind of revamped that. And from what I can see, they did address the problem. Now, the problem, yeah. So the problem that I had on the Dune Thunder was these output yokes right here, or this output drive cup, would shear off just every time you'd hit the ground with a little bit of throttle on. And I know you're not supposed to do that, but these are cheap RCs and they are geared towards relative beginners. So I would expect this thing to be able to survive that, since it is geared towards beginners. You know, they're not very keen on throttle response. And it looks like they did upgrade these, which is a huge plus, and I hope that that's not an issue. And like I said, it is a 2-speed transmission. You have a low and high. That's what this upper servo here is for, with this link to your transmission. And then you have your lay down servo down here that does your steering. Now, all in all, this thing, like I said earlier, is a lot better designed than its little brother, the Dune Thunder. You know, it's just got the standard H-arms on the bottom. All of these are threaded, your camber links and your steering rods. So I'm guessing you can adjust them a little bit. It wouldn't be a lot because there's not a lot of plastic on the rod ends, but you probably can fine tune it a little bit. The rear end, it's a solid axle. It is what it is. Now, I did see something where when you bottom the suspension out on this, you have a lot of shock left, but the upper links that work as the forelink for this rear end do hit the bottom of the battery tray right here. Hopefully you guys can see that, but as you can see, it presses on those links. I don't foresee this thing having enough power and getting enough air to do any real damage to that. The plastic on all of this thing is pretty flexible, so I see it being pretty durable. And like I said, with the Dune Thunder, I didn't have any problems with that car. It was actually pretty fun to drive for the price point and everything. The only downfall of that truck was that those output cups would just break off all the time, constantly. Now, once again, this was supplied to me by GearBest, and I will be doing this review for them, but you guys know me, and I will tell you the 100% truth about this truck when testing it, in my review video, all of that, so you guys know that I'm not just going to you know, give this thing a good review so hopefully they'll send me another RC. It's not going to work that way. If this thing is an actual decent RC for the money, I will say so. If it's not, I will say it's not. Hope that covers everything, guys. I mean, it's got the 2-speed tranny, it's got the 6 working LED lights, you know, it's got a 2S LiPo that it comes with. Pretty solid little truck, really. One thing I did forget to mention is that this thing is said to be waterproof. Now, I have had several experiences with these ESCs, I should say, and those 3 that I've tested previously, and one of them that was supposed to be waterproof barely got splashed and it completely burned up the ESC. And that would be in the WL Toys Across. But yeah, that's this is the thruster. I'm not sure what the serial number is for this thing. I will put it right here. But I hope you guys liked this first look unboxing video. If you did, please give it the thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it the thumbs down. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified to all my newest uploads. And check out the description, because not only will the link for this be in there, but I have a link to my donation page where you can be entered into raffles to win RCs. So go ahead and check that stuff out, guys, and we will see you right here next time on Killer Off-Road Hobbies. This is Gary saying get out there, get an RC, have some fun, and peace.